Yeah, his platform. He's Herschel Walker running on the controversial platform claiming that his police prop badge is actually real. He does have the capacity to pull people over, and he has done it once, and he will do it again. Yes, breaking news. George Floyd's family has filed a $250 million lawsuit against Kanye West over his comments on Drink Champs. Why the flushed face emoji from Rap TV? I don't know. What does this mean? Why did they do this? They're still the GOAT, okay? They are the GOAT. Rap TV, the GOAT. It's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Is that happening? Y'all not rocking with false allegations? Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. I will stop. Sign a law. What? If you do your part and throw soup at the Mona Lisa, then Democrats will do their part and I'll do mine. With your support, I will sign a law stopping oil in January. Good one. Juniper, handshake, Rap TV, keeping journalism alive. Yeah, anyone that shits on Rap TV on my watch is shitting on good journalism. Perhaps the only good journalism left, okay? Speaking of bad journalism, here is Kanye West talking to Christopher Cuomo on News Nation, which I'm still unfamiliar with what that is, really. But apparently Kanye West, dude, I think I could get him at this point. Like, if he's going on News Nation, why doesn't he come on my broadcast? You know what I mean? Like, there's more people watching me. There's like 100 times more people watching me than them. What? DJ Academic says if Lil Baby were ever to go to court, he would testify against him after the rapper dissed him on his album. Come on, man. DJ Academics, what are you doing, brother? What the fuck? That's crazy. Okay, we'll talk. Friend of the show, DJ Academics. Memes aside, if you have him on, he will say anti-Semitic shit again, and that would be really fucking disappointing. Please don't. Yes, I will not be listening to you at all about that. If given the opportunity of having Kanye West on the broadcast, I will 100% have Kanye West on the broadcast, and I will not be listening to chatters who say, oh my God, he's going to say anti-Semitic shit. Yeah, of course he's going to say anti-Semitic shit. But the difference between me and like Nori is going to be me addressing the anti-Semitic dumb shit that he's saying. Anyway. Don't platform him, please. Yes. Platforming Kanye West. Once again, every single person showcasing that they do not understand the meaning behind words. Saying words just because they sound good in any particular circumstance is not how you do the English language or any language in general. When you use terms like platforming, that doesn't actually mean what you think it means, especially when you talk about someone who has the largest platform on the planet, one of the largest platforms on the planet. If he came on my show, he would be platforming me. Okay? And also, I would not be changing his mind by intellectually owning him. You're silly if you think that that is the case. No, that would not happen. I would never be able to change Kanye West's mind by talking to him on stream. More so about how many more people will see someone addressing takes that are genuinely critical of what he's saying. Okay. Not that it's ever going to happen. Obviously, every single one of you cried when I went on someone else's broadcast to talk to Tater Tot himself, and we saw how good that went. Similar situation would happen here as well. But you know, a lot of you are, of course, going to take the contrarian perspective here out of fear. Let's watch this conversation between Chris Cuomo and Kanye West now.
I'm asking you, why did you change it? Just so people can understand.
Well, actually, I don't owe people an explanation to start off with. I have the right to change my name. I have the right in America to vote on whoever I want to vote on. We have certain rights where, as celebrities and even as the black voting bloc, as they call it, the black vote, are forced to, you know, always talk about their finances, always talk about their names. But it was really, the name West is a slave name. And I wanted to free myself of all of the older mentality.
I'm asking you, why did you change
the full interview? Holy fuck.
Kanye West joins us now. As you know, he's been all over the headlines, and not just because his music is dominant as a genre in and of itself. There's no question about the man's artistry and mastery. I got 2 generations of people in my family that love his music. But it's not about his music right now. Most recently, it was announced that he is making a bid or a deal at some stage to acquire the conservative social media platform Parler, which is right now offline. Why? Is this because he was kicked off Twitter and Instagram? Is that what it's about? Let's discuss the relevance and the resonance with the man himself, Kanye West. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, but I want you guys to hear me and see me. Can you hear me and see me?
I can. I see you. You're in the back of a car. You got a hoodie and a hat on.
Okay, cool. I see the double. All right. You guys are supposed to be made aware to use my legal name, Ye. I've changed my name like how Cassius Clay changed his name to Muhammad Ali. I'm sure you guys didn't meet.
That's crazy. Yeah. No, Muhammad Ali and Kanye West on similar arcs currently. You know, it's so cool. Love to see independent thinkers like this. Love to see it. You know, activists. That's crazy, dude. Holy shit.
It as any disrespect, but at least on the Chiron, changed my name to Ye. You can say formerly known as Kanye West if you like to, but my name is Ye.
Why'd you change it?
Sir, I need to have the name changed.
We'll change it.
Yeah, but
we'll change it. I'm asking you, why'd you change it? Just so people can understand.
Yay! Live with Chris.
Well, actually, I don't owe people an explanation to start off with. I have the right to change my name. I have the right in America to vote on whoever I want to vote on. We have certain rights where, as celebrities and even as the black voting bloc, as they call it, the black vote, are forced to, you know, always talk about their finances, always talk about their names. But it was really, the name West is a slave name. And I wanted to free myself of all of the older mentality. That is the reason I'm telling you that.
Understood. Understood and appreciated.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so let's go. Now, what's the questions we got?
So, first one is, where you are, there is curiosity. You said that you're going to meet with the former president this week. Is that why you're traveling right now?
No, I'm actually going to meet with the CEO of Parler right now.
So that's real, that deal. You think it's going to happen?
Yeah, absolutely.
And why do you want Parler?
Well, the CEO is just really incredible. Like what he's been able to do. Like even before.
Yeah, he took like a bullshit fucking platform and ran it to the ground. It was pretty sick. I mean, it was already destined for failure because like that business model was really bad. But also, it's pretty cool when you have, you know, when you have an application that gets kicked off of like all of the marketplaces, specifically because of their loose moderation, which is kind of their business model. You know what I mean? Their business model is what inevitably got them banned. So, that was a really cool thing that happened.
Or we discussed me taking ownership of it. He was able to get it unbanned off of Google and off of Apple. So people had a uh, uh, there were some people who worked in social media that hit my people immediately saying that the app was banned, but it wasn't the case. He actually had worked on removing the ban on it. And why would I remain in a place where I'm just tolerated? Why not go to a place where I'm celebrated? It's actually something Kid Rock just gave me a text about that. Go to places where you're celebrated, not where you're just tolerated. I bring a lot of.
It's a hug box. He said, "Kid Rock, bro. Look how the mighty have fallen. Holy shit." He said, "My friend Kid Rock. Oh my god, dude. How is he not recognizing that like these dudes are all fucking whack? Like how? Like deep down inside, there's got to be still like the eye for what is like actually genuinely disruptive and unique. There's got to be that inside of you somewhere. And when you find yourself talking to fucking stale cigarette smelling ass Kid Rock, something has to trigger inside of your brain where you're like, what the fuck am I doing with my life right now?"
I bring a lot of attention to these platforms, to Instagram and to Twitter, and they silo you. They shadow ban you. Everyone knows I was shadow banned on Instagram. People would go and say, "Hey, he's running the algorithm," whatever term they use. And then I'd see on my Instagram that I had only reached 30 million people, and that's because Instagram is, was purchased by Mark Zuckerberg, who, from what I can see, has a left agenda. So people.
Facebook has a left agenda. Yeah, the leftist agenda of like I don't know, doing contributing to the genocide of Rohingya Muslims. The left agenda of I don't know, being the most successful platform for right-wing misinformation. That kind of left-wing agenda that's happening over there at Facebook. I hate that. I mean, I think he just means like Mark Zuckerberg is Jewish and therefore leftist. That's probably what he's saying, right? That's probably what he means.
Or using their technology to silo any messaging that they don't agree with.
So couldn't it also be that you have said things that offend the community guidelines, like anti-Semitic comments and things that are seen as insensitive and potentially threatening to communities that we try to protect?
Well, I don't like the term anti-Semitic. It's been a term that's allowed people, specifically in my industry, to get away with murder sometimes, literally, and get away with robbing and doing bad people. People always say, "I got screwed on a deal." Would that become as a surprise to you if I said, "Hey, a music exec screwed someone on a deal"? Does that sound kind of like normal, commonplace to you? So for me,
it doesn't have anything to do with being anti-Semitic unless you believe that all record producers are Jewish, or it's when you talk about Jewish people specifically
you're
as targeting them that creates a problem.
It's anti-Semitic, but I don't believe in that term. One thing is, Black people are also Jew. I classify as Jew also, so I actually can't be an anti-Semite. So the term is actually, it's not factual. But
I understand you think that, but I don't.
Chris Cuomo, come on, say it. I know you want to say it so bad. What about Italians, Kanye? The community needs to know. What do you think about Fredophobia? I'm here to talk to you about what really matters. Okay, just say it. I know it's written all over your face, man. Say it. Are Italians also Jewish? Are they part of the 12 lost tribes of Judah? Explain to the community right now.
I don't think that's a common understanding that Black people can say whatever they want about Jewish people.
I'm willing to talk with inside the common understanding until we get the truth. The common understanding, oftentimes, more oftentimes than not, nowadays, is not the truth. All right. So think about this. But let's just take a woman could have one bad man in her life that can make her dislike men. Mm-hmm. Let her have two. Let her have three. Let her have four. There's got to be over 10 times that I've been screwed or bad business has been done with me just in the past 2 years. In the past 2 years alone. And what I'm doing, I'm calling the Jewish community as a whole to say, people say to me, oh, we grew up on Ye. And talk to your brothers. Ask them, why is Ye upset?
He's holding the Jewish community accountable, guys. That's what this is. A very reasonable take. Accountable for what? Owning the media and the banks. What the fuck, dude? He's insane.
Everybody, all they want to do is silence and shoot the messenger.
But you have to understand. You have to understand how.
Wait a second. You have to understand. I'm not finished, sir.
All right, but you already made a point that I need to deal with. But go ahead. Let me know when you're done.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I don't mean to be rude on your show. Thank you for the platform. Everyone wants to shoot the messenger. And you look at how your point was going to start. You have to understand. But the thing is, the Jewish people that I'm talking about don't have to understand. And that is that privilege that I'm not going to allow. When I wore the White Lives Matter t-shirt, the Jewish underground media mafia already started attacking me. They canceled my 4 SoFi Stadium shows, right? They had the press, the same people, the 78 outlets that when I was arguing with Pete Davidson and Trevor Noah, they called me an abuser for arguing with people about my ex-wife and my family and when I get to see my kids and when I don't. And they just immediately disrespect me. They keep the crazy narrative going. They never call me a billionaire. We never talked about, even on this one right here, hey, tycoon, billionaire, visionary. And
dude, he's so petty, dude. He's like a kid. He's got like a child's brain. Like it's so incredible that he's going down these fucking tangents, and it all completely revolves around like everything that Kanye West has ideologically positioned himself around. It can be traced back to like petty grievances, okay, a slight. You know what I mean? Like you could have a situation where like I don't know, a Latino person didn't open the door for him, right? And then he's like, "All right, all Mexicans are they're gone. They're not real Jewish. The Mexican media is like destroying me. They're very rude. Mexicans need to start talking to one another about how and take accountability for other Mexicans like jobs or something." Like it's just like one slight that he personally has decided has wronged him is like all hell, this is the worst thing that could have ever happened. It's crazy. But then he'll turn around and be like, but I'm Mexican.
inventor. These are never used. If you go to like
Old Dirty Chatter, thank you for the 20 gifted subs, by the way. And Black Kai 510, thank you for the 5 gifted subs.
New York Times or Wall Street Journal, whatever, they always say the rapper. The rapper. It was hard enough for us to get fashion designer. I'm gonna give a pause so you can address what you want to address.
Appreciate it. So, look, there is no Jewish media cabal, mafia. That is a figment of either your imagination or a projection of a prejudice, okay? You may have had bad business dealings with people. It's about those people. It's not about their religion or faith. And I know that you are intelligent and understand that When you target people because of their faith, other people may do so the same. They've been targeted before. They've been abused and killed because of what they believe and who they are. So we don't want to tolerate that.
Like, there is I mean, the final stage of this is literally him denying the Holocaust, right? Like, that's the only, like, that's basically like the remaining thing that he hasn't done yet. And I hope he doesn't do that, but goddamn, like, I mean, he's bouldering towards it, that's for sure.
And you're playing into that right now, whether you know that or not.
I won't tolerate it as a black person. What you just said was a statement. You're trying to say that there isn't a collective. Over 50% of the executives in Hollywood, the CEOs, are Jewish. And these guys know each other. That's different
than saying it's a mafia and that they act as Jews in some way, as opposed to just being businessmen. One plays to a prejudice. The other one just plays to people and an ugly business, which is what the record business is. So, you can have your feelings about it, just don't ascribe it to their faith.
No, wait a second. You can't tell me what to do or feel. First of all,
I know, but I can tell you what is wrong about what you say.
No, you said that it's not a mob. Mob culture. Here's the idea of a mob. People target. There's no term. Have you ever heard the term the white vote? Because there isn't a white vote, because white people can vote the way they want. Black people, we fought. My grandparents, my mother fought in civil rights. My grandfather drove the first march out of Oklahoma. My mother used to work for Jesse Jackson at Operation Push. My dad was a Black Panther. My family are freedom fighters.
That's pretty embarrassing to say. What an embarrassment, by the way. Like, he's like, my mother used to work with Jesse Jackson, so now I'm just a fucking white supremacist anti-Semite. Like, he literally was like, I'm doing everything to undermine and reverse exactly the legacy of Jesse Jackson, the Rainbow Coalition, and uniting the working class along said boundaries. Like, I'm gonna do the exact opposite of that, and advocate for white supremacist values and further division amongst the working class. Holy fuck!
And we fought for the right to vote. You realize when I wore a red hat that my life was threatened.
I know.
By my Jewish managers, by my Jewish lawyer, by my Jewish accountant,
your lawyer
by my
and
Jewish
your accountant
friends inside the music industry. He said, not specifically the accountant, but there were many people who threatened my life. Also, my family was...
No, but he was Jewish, so I just added him onto the pile. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just literally... this is fucking bananas. He has lost it completely. There is no salvaging the situation. There is no salvation here. It's just...
torn apart off of my political opinion because of my ex-wife's attachment to the Clinton administration. I mean, they were getting my ex-wife to push the vaccination. I didn't realize how attached they were to the left agenda when I was
Vaccinations are not a left agenda. Yay.
Okay, I understand. Okay, not specifically the vaccinations, but period, that they're on Zoom calls during COVID with literally Biden and Kamala and Chris Paul and all kind of people, celebrities, John Legend, Chrissy Teigen, all these same group of people that come and attack me for what they call wrong think groups,
And look, you don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to say what people want you to say, but you have to understand and accept what people will and won't tolerate.
I don't have to understand or accept because...
God, that's so American. I can't help but recognize that is the most American sentiment, okay? That is at the heart of like 98% of conservatism right there. I don't have to understand or accept anything. I will maintain my ignorance on these issues. Fuck you. My ideas are just as important as everyone else's by virtue of me thinking them, okay? I'm an American. I'm entitled. I'm the number one, baby, okay? Which is really ironic because they always say like, oh, you're a snowflake, right? Conservatives love saying like the opposition is snowflakes, but then they get super fucking butthurt anytime you call them out on anything. Like they believe their opinions are unique and important by virtue of them, a unique and important person, coming up with them when it's not. It's really stupid. r/Kanye has lost him. Kanye is cooked. No, r/Kanye lost him already. West Sub Ever is the one that is like still riding him. The funniest part about this is that he's stating time and time again that like he thinks anti-Semitic ideas are disruptive, like, or new. They're not new. It's like the oldest shit, bro. Anti-Semitism is so fucking old. Like it's literally like invention of Christianity era shit. Pogroms have been happening way before Kanye West decided to do the Gap collection. Okay, like you're going back to the old ways, like the oldest trick in the book, okay? Immediately blaming the Jews. I stubbed my toe, blame the Jews. That's like, you know, that's just the way it was for a very long time and still is. Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch the Kanye vid by Sean C. Of course.
I was gonna make this video about a week ago.
You know, that was on my up next watch later tab.
They're not willing to understand or accept. And that's the reason why I'm not backing down. People have had their careers destroyed. That's why they keep on saying, oh, well, yeah, Ye's dangerous because he will keep talking. He will keep talking.
You say. It's when you say Jewish people own the black vote. When I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people.
The black voice.
These are not things that you can say coming from a place of intelligence or love or anything productive.
It's crazy.
I'm coming from a place of love and a place of we're not going to be owned by the Jewish media anymore. If you think about every celebrity,
Kanye,
if you look at their contract, and I'm going to finish what I'm saying.
I know, but you have to understand this idea of the Jewish media.
Dude, we've seen how quickly once you like allow these kinds of fucking opinions to thrive in mainstream circles. We saw how quickly, white people mobilize, right? We saw how quickly racist people mobilize. We saw it went from like Donald Trump saying like, why can't I say these things? Come on, to just like Jews will not replace us at Charlottesville in a matter of months. That is the unironic fear that I have here. That like, I mean, I think a lot of people see him as I see this moment as a fall from grace for Kanye. But there's still plenty of people who probably are like, man, I love Kanye West, and I think he might be right about this stuff. I mean, after all, they are trying to shun him. They are trying to silence him. You know? You're starting to see people in IG comments say, Ye has a point. Yeah, I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah, hey, that's not how it works. You're talking to me right now.
So every celebrity,
go ahead.
Every celebrity has Jewish people in their contract. This is not hate speech. This is the truth. And these people, if you say anything out of the line...
Bro, they have Protestants too. That doesn't change anything. The point is that you are using that as a narrative to claim that all Jewish people are bad or wrong or doing something fucked up or that there is a nefarious agenda. Why can't this... I don't understand how this does not... Like, he just does not register this at all, okay? Man, just look at this tweet and the amount of likes. Shit is scary. Are we going to sit here and pretend like this isn't one of the most gangster things ever said in an interview? 26,000 likes? God is great.
For the Jewish people, what I'm doing is I'm Me Tooing the Jewish culture. I'm saying... Y'all got to stand up and admit to what y'all been doing. And y'all just got away with it for so long that y'all don't even realize what y'all doing. And it's like, y'all can't fuck with me either because y'all behind
26,000 likes,
that gated fence. Y'all soft. Your hands got soft. You ain't out here.
To be fair, that is Twitter. Like, I mean, insane shit gets a fuckload of likes on Twitter. It's just, there's so many psychos out there, Not that
You're
surprising.
getting beat up every day like me. You ain't out here getting called crazy every day like me. You ain't out here getting your family snatched like me. You ain't out here half your culture getting aborted like me. You ain't out here getting outraged with false narratives like BLM like me. So for all the Jewish media, y'all want to sit down and have a conversation with me? Then let's have a conversation. But you ain't gonna send Harley Pasternak, Puff Daddy, Meek Mills, Kim Kardashian, none of the usual suspects, and get me to stop talking. You're going to have to take my life. I don't care if you Black Mirror me. I don't care if you do some of the alternative, what the thing was, show me talking, saying somebody didn't say. I don't care if you have me fucking a goat on camera. I don't care what you do. You're going to have, yeah. And by the way, and if you take my life, there's gonna be some college kid, some young Ye, some young Pac that's gonna even go harder. It's gonna, y'all thought George Floyd was gonna send it up. If you took my life right now, you're gonna see something you never saw. So we might as well have a conversation because I love
Let's
you.
have the conversation.
I love the media platform.
And we love Jewish people. And we love Jewish people.
We love Jewish people. But I'm very mad.
He's like, but I'm very mad. He can't even get him to
I
say
have
it.
a problem. The conversation ain't over. It ain't, okay, yay, clarify. It ain't nothing to be clarified until we have a conversation. You got Jamie Lee Curtis on TV talking about, I hope they take his children away from him.
That's crazy that 26,000 people like that, by the way. That is terrifying.
With the agenda, then your career could be over.
YouTube removed Kanye West's interview. So what does that tell you? Rappers can do interviews bragging about selling drugs to our community, brag about killing ops, but don't you ever criticize the people that Kanye criticized? You're not allowed to speak disrespectful to them? Bro, is every one of these fucking accounts run by like some random white guy or something? Like a racist dude from Ohio? Like, how are you a rap news hip hop commentator, a rap news account, and you're like, oh man, they're talking about drugs and killing people? Like, why do you have so much fucking disdain for rap music if you're a hip hop cultural commentator? I don't understand. It's such a weird thing that you see from motherfuckers who like literally talk about hip hop for a fucking living, but then have so much disdain for hip hop also. What is
Was
this?
Hitler really bad? What? What if he was trying to get rid of these demons? He was trying to destroy the construct, the matrix, the system that they created. What the fuck? Bro.
What? What is this? They had no problem with the drugs and thug culture while they was making AdSense off of it. I mean, it's just like, it's so weird to fucking be it's so weird to be a fucking hip hop commentary account and then just like openly show so much disdain for like 90% of the commentary that you're engaging in around the art. It's not 90%, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do this a lot, but I have to intervene and say that hip hop culture doesn't mean gang culture. So in theory, you can critique gang culture and still support hip hop. I agree with everything else you say, but there's more nuance to hip hop than can't be lumped together. To think otherwise is just showing a lack of true knowledge on hip hop. I mean, dude, like gang culture or criminal components within hip hop is still going to be a part of hip hop. It's just, yeah, I agree. I agree with what you're saying, but like ultimately, I don't know. I always go back to the same attitude that it is not necessarily the rappers themselves that are morally culpable for gang culture. It's not even culture. It's just the reality that a lot of people exist under. Stop, you'll never win against the white Eminem fans. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why people... Like I've said with my conversation with DJ Academics, this is a reflection of the reality of the material conditions that people exist under that make this kind of art. If you want to fucking criticize the material conditions, there you go. Look at the fan base Ak has cultivated under your video. King Academics. Why? I might not agree with everything he says, but he definitely was making some points. Find out who runs the show, then you find out who you're not allowed to criticize. Watch the whole interview and he was dropping gems. Ye is right. He's saying Jewish. So everyone calling him anti-Semitic, but if he was talking white people controlling systems and controlling the black voice, everyone would say he's brave and true. For all the talk about white supremacy and systemic racism, yes, the difference is whiteness is a fucking concept revolving around power. That's the difference. This is why we got to keep the dialogue moving. Kanye actually spoke facts. For once, we the real Semites. Oh my God. Okay, I'm not going to get my information from the YouTube commentary, okay? The YouTube comments, but...
Listen,
So
I hear you. You've made that point.
Cutting off my point.
Because the point is because
why
it's
do you keep why?
Yeah,
Yo, sir,
here's why.
Don't cut me off, sir. Respect my
I've
point.
listened to it. You've made it several times.
No, I'm not finished, sir.
I understand, but you said it several times.
I'm not
and
finished,
it is
sir.
an
But my
ugly
people haven't
thought.
heard me. My people, they
People
need
have
to
heard
hear.
you.
They need to hear me saying out loud what the truth is. There's a bunch of people in Hollywood that are actors, that play basketball, that play sports, that are in music, that know what I'm saying, that feel what I'm saying, and they're happy that I'm saying what I'm saying. It's not from a place of anti-Semitism.
That is
Some of my best
inherently
friends are Jewish,
anti-Semitic.
and I'm also
And
Jewish.
if they're your
Some of my
friends,
best.
if they're
Why
your
are
friends,
you talking over me, bro?
because I'm trying to
make it seem
correct what you're
hostile.
saying that is
No, it's not a
damaging
because.
to decency.
No, but you can't talk over me. You can't
Well,
talk
then
over
stop
me.
and give me a chance to make the point that you need to listen to.
Don't cut off. I need to make a clear point. And when am I allowed to make a point that you don't
You've
cut
been
me off?
talking overwhelmingly during this segment, yeah, and I'm
Well, you're
happy to give
calling
you the
me.
time, but
No, you're not. No, you're not.
well, I
It's
can't
a
just
hostile
give you I
environment.
can't give you unrestricted license to attack Jewish people and
Exactly.
say that
I'm
they're
not
your
attacking.
friends
I'm
because
not attacking
that's
Jewish people.
anti-Semitic and it's
Okay. Are
dangerous.
you going to give me a platform? Are you going to give me a platform?
I
to talk
am
to
giving
me?
you a platform, but
Okay,
listen.
when? So you talk and tell me when I can get my idea
All right, good.
all
Right
the way
after
through.
I ask you this, I'll give you the rest of the time before you go. Here's my concern for you. When I hear how you talk about your personal life and you put things out there and you get into these looping thoughts of what you believe, it sounds to me like you are sometimes out of control and that this is something that you should be dealing with. Now, I'm not excusing your thoughts as illness, okay? People attacked me for that and said, hey, just because you're concerned about whether Kanye West is taking care of himself emotionally and mentally.
My name's Jay, sir. My name's Jay.
Ye, I'm sorry. Ye is taking care of himself mentally and emotionally. You shouldn't say that. He has to be held to account for what he says. Both things can be true. Have you been taking care of your health? And in terms of making sure that you are behaving and thinking at your best.
He's gonna say.
I love what the way you worded it.
He's gonna
what
say
you
you're
don't
so
realize is
patronizing.
when it runs back, people are gonna say, "Wow, have you been making sure you're behaving?" If you run that back,
that's not what I'm
you're
saying.
You're gonna be like, whoa.
That's not what I'm saying. You're trying to cheapen the point. I'm trying to make sure that you're healthy and you're taking care of your health.
Did you work out this morning?
No.
Okay. The thing is, okay, so when do I have a...
But I took my medicine. But I took my antidepressant medication that I take every day.
Bro, you're cutting me off. When do I get a platform?
It's all you. Go.
Okay. I don't have to say how much money's in my account. I don't have to say who I voted on. I don't have to say why I changed my name. The life for a black person in America.
Bro, what does he think an interview is? Like, is he so used to just like doing whatever the fuck he wants that he doesn't understand the fundamental concept of an interview? Like, he's like, stop asking me questions. It's like, bro, you're doing an interview. Like, you're doing well, maybe not on TV, whatever the fuck News Nation is, but
It's like a constant test. Even after we're out of high school, after we're out of college, we're always being questioned. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Do you think that I just had the right, and this is a rhetorical question because I don't want you to answer it. Do you think I had the right to just vote?
wait, what did he say?
Say who I voted on?
Interviewing is not interrupting, though. Man, the dick eating is not going to be allowed in this fucking community, okay? I'm sorry. Can't be doing that. What do you mean interviewing is not interrupting? First of all, in an interview, he spoke infinitely more. And if he's not answering the questions that Chris Cuomo is presenting, then yes, of course, he will clarify. That's what good interviewing is. God damn.
I don't have to say why I changed my name. The life for a black person in America is like a constant test. Even after we're out of high school, after we're out of college, we're always being questioned. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Do you think that I just had the right, and this is a rhetorical question because I don't want you to answer it. Do you think I had the right to just vote for Trump? I didn't even vote for Trump because of the people that were around
He's also
me. Yes.
like answering, he's responding to like, you know, statements nobody made. That's the other part of this process where like no one is like, you're not allowed to vote for Donald Trump. Okay. There's a difference between asking, why did you vote for Donald Trump? Or why did you defend Donald Trump? And saying you're not allowed to vote for Donald Trump. It's so fucking weird. He's just like presenting his own questions and then answering them, thinking that that is how an interview is supposed to be conducted. Using it as a platform, not an interview. No, I understand that.
Yes, you have the right.
Okay, so for all of my fellow entertainers that
Carl Network says, nice sweater, dickhead. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking about this sweater, the L'Equipe sweater? Everybody, if you ever see Carl wearing L'Equipe, remember that I'm the one who showed him the brand. You know, there's 40,000 people in here. I just want to address the truth real quick. The truth that I showed Carl Jacobs this brand that, you know, he's been trying to cop. It's fine. It's cool. I mean, it's fine. Go watch Fear and. I was wearing it in the XQC episode. Yeah, after I showed it to you. Yeah. Fuck you. Also, Carl, you still have my multicolored pearls for the record. Did your kiss mean nothing? No, he kissed me. He literally kissed me and he whispered in my ear, thank you for showing me L'Equipe after that kiss. You can kind of see it in the footage too. It's crazy. That's why he kissed me. Also, you still have my, like I said, you still have my multicolored pearls. I hope you didn't lose them. Well, he asked for him and I gave it to him.
that know what I'm saying. I'm not speaking what is called hate speech. I'm saying something that happened out loud to me. And what I'm saying is, when I said DEFCON 3, what I was saying is, I'm going to talk about all these things that I saw.
He kissed me and whispered, Hassan wore L'Equipe on January 6th in DC. I was blown away and devastated. Yeah, which would, by the way, it's true. I did, which is, of course, many, many years before you ever wore L'Equipe. So, yes, I was at the Capitol wearing L'Equipe. And, you know, I got L'Equipe January 5th. No, you didn't. Yeah, January 5th, 2022. Fucking got him. I was at the Capitol wearing the kip. Proof that I was the first.
That just so happened to be by Jewish executives or Jewish friends of mine, where I saw.
I love that he goes, when I said I was going to go DEFCON 3 on all Jewish people, he's just like, yeah, I meant like I was going to be super anti-Semitic. Like he proceeds to, he acts like he's going to clarify what he means and like address the anti-Semitism accusations, and then just further proceeds to describe anti-Semitism and how he's doing it in his description, which is pretty funny.
Saw people pulling my coattail, telling me behave, instantly running the narrative.
I work at Le Kip Hassan. Do you want me to send you some drip? Yes, please. And also make sure that Carl gets none. Thank you.
That I'm off, that you need to take your meds. Even this was not supposed to be this conversation. I don't get a clean platform to tell my truth without being my name, being called out my name, being called subtly, called crazy. Saying I'm out of control. Part of this thing is you got people on my ex-wife's side and this person, Tracy Romulus, every day running a narrative. This person's not even around me because I'm not saying what the media wants me to say. We're fighting.
You're definitely saying what the media wants you to say because it drives headlines and clickbait because of how outrageous it is. What I'm saying is, I just hope that you're taking care of yourself for your kids and the people you care about, because what you're saying is not right
that's
and not
unfair
decent.
for you to make the conversation to say, okay, did I say something? It's unfair to make it be about, oh, are you taking care of yourself? The reason why I repeated it a bunch of times, saying for all of my friends that are in the entertainment industry, that are Black actors, Black athletes, and Black musicians. One of the things that's interesting about the moment at the Fife funeral is there's so many Black musicians signed to Jewish record labels, and those Jewish record labels take ownership not only of the publishing, like how MC Search is selling Nas publishing right now, but also ownership of the culture itself. It's like, oh, that's mine. This guy signed to me. It's like a modern day slavery. And I'm calling it out. That's what DEFCON 3 meant. I'm going to call it out. It didn't mean I wish any harm on my fellow
You say you're
Jewish
going
people.
DEFCON 3 on them. Look, I'm out of time on this. I wanted to give you a platform to explain it.
Wait a second. I just said what I meant. Did you want me to say what I meant?
I hear
Did
you. You said what you meant.
He says, it's crazy to me that he's like, he literally is just like, I'm going to address the anti-Semite accusations, which is created by the Jewish media and is a lie, and also proceed to be even more anti-Semitic, which that statement in of itself is anti-Semitic, but then he proceeds to be even more anti-Semitic. It's just like the entire thing is anti-Semitic.
I'm just telling you how I take it and how I think other people are taking it, and how I think how your friends who are Jewish are going to take it.
What do you mean take it? I just came and said and explained this is what I meant.
He's just like, listen, you don't understand. I'm being anti-Semitic and I deserve to be anti-Semitic. And if you call me out, I'm going to be even more mad and be even more anti-Semitic than I was before. There's one more here as well.
I meant I'm calling out all these contracts.
I know, but just because you're calling it out doesn't mean it's true. It's just what your opinion is. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about true things. If anyone else was in a position other than me to be able to call it out and would sacrifice themselves and take the risk, other people would say it.
That's the funniest part about this always, is like thinking that you're doing something brave by saying something incredibly fucking dumb and also hurtful, and also has in the past led to, genocidal actions, literally. Like, there is nothing that you said that's true. It's completely fucking idiotic. It's not even new. So many people have done it before you, okay? And there is no martyrdom there for the fucking stupid shit that you're saying. So
I'm not
silly.
the first person that said it.
Or they just don't believe it.
Why are you dismissing?
Typical conservative grievance politics, by the way, claiming that there is like some level of martyrdom that you're achieving by repeating age-old conspiracy theories that have time and time again hurt people. And I don't just mean like hurt their feelings. I mean like literally cause them to get fucking slaughtered and shit. It's not new. It's not unique. It's not clever. It's old as fuck. And you're not a martyr for saying this shit. Hitler did all this first. I thought man was a pioneer. No, Hitler wasn't the first either. Like, anti-Semitism genuinely it predates Hitler by a lot, okay? I mean, that shit has been around. It's as old as Jewish people themselves, okay? It's just day one. That's like day one shit. You know?
I'm not dismissing the point. I'm dismissing the suggestion that Jewish record producers are inherently bad and do bad things when, as you said, in your own family lineage would suggest, Jews have been fighting shoulder to shoulder with black Americans as part of the freedom battle since its inception. They've given their lives. They've given their money. They've given their political capital to help that cause. And you know that, and I'm sure you heard it from your parents. So the idea that somehow they're out to get black people is just demonstrably false. But I got to go with that point, Ye, and I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
You made the final point. What I said that, and you just want to make sure that I'm okay. It's about my health. It's not about my
I do believe that your health should be a concern for you and that you take care of it.
Thank you. It's about my health. It's not about my truth.
It's not all about your health. I think that you believe these things, and that's a problem.
You know what? Do you think I felt free in this interview?
Felt free? You got a tremendous amount of time on the #1 show at News Nation. You should feel free.
The #1 show at News Nation. Man, you got a tremendous amount of time at the Chuck E. Cheese in Toledo that sells the most pizza, okay? You had the most ball pit time at the Toledo Chuck E. Cheese, okay? I'm going to tell you right now, you're having a great one. Things are looking great for you, okay? He said the #1 show on News Nation. Yeah, 11 people watch this live, okay? Kanye, understand that. How many other fucking News Nation shows are out there even? I don't even understand that take, but hey.
Yay, Noriega apologized for your George Floyd comments. How do you feel about that?
He feels bad, just like I do when I run the top of the hour ad break and know that there are people who are not subscribed. Because at the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe for $5 or for free with the Twitch Prime. Okay? That's right. You can also get gifted a sub if you're lucky. So, hey, Bozo, thank you for the 5 gift subs, allowing 5 people to have an uninterrupted broadcast experience. This is the 1 minute ad right now. Boom.
I feel like Black Lives Matter is like a warm water, it's a hot shower, and White Lives Matter is a cold shower. The funny thing about woke culture is like, woke culture is not really woke like that. A lot of times people, they would rather just exist inside of the pain of a lie than deal with the harsh realities of the truth for us to look further. Look at like JFK, how many documentaries there are on what happened there. Like, as a people, we are a sophisticated people that have to look in and be willing to challenge things, not just take what the media has fed us. The interview we had was amazing, and the exact people who sent people in the streets for Black Lives Matter were able to derail the interview and a lot of the ideas just based off the main comment. I'm sorry, I was distracted by these people honking over here and stuff.
I understand.
So with Nori is my brother. he's under a lot of pressure. If you look at the first thing it says, Nori does an interview with Rosenberg. But what's the exact thing I was saying? I said the Jewish media controls so many things. It's not all the Jewish people, but there's...
Bro, he's just straight Nazi. This is straight Nazi shit. Straight up. Okay, full Nazi. That's crazy.
Specifically...
that's insane.
Jewish people in media that are in power that try to have... They bought the black voice, but they haven't been able to buy my voice. So instead, they blackballed me. They threatened people to not interview me. They threatened people to get away from me. They closed down my stadiums. Love you too, family. Love you too. Yeah. You said thinking, right? Appreciate you. Yeah, they've done all this stuff for years, messing with me, just like poking at me, like calling me out my name. My name is Jay. Anytime they say Kanye West, I change my name. It's like Cassius Clay to Ali. You respect me as a man, as an American, that my name is Jay, that I have the right to choose what my name is. So when media does that, it's already disrespect. I love rappers. Rappers are artists. But when media calls me a rapper, it's specifically to not bring up the fact that I'm worth $11 billion, that I'm the richest black man of all time, that I'm a billionaire, that I'm a tycoon, that I'm a visionary. And if I say that, if I say those three things, then they'll say I'm a narcissist, right? But they push you down so much that you got to fight just to say who you are. You know, what I got from the documentary, from the Candace Owens documentary, was I felt like it was a setup. I felt that in the documentary, if you look at it, he told his roommates they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. Well, who is they? I'm going to pose it as a question, as opposed to, you know, giving you some kind of theory that I can't pinpoint. And this idea, these martyrs that we have, it's 14 kids that's dying in Chicago every single day. And they have this...
what I miss?
Jewish. So when media does that, it's already disrespect. I love rappers. Rappers are artists. But when media calls me a rapper, it's specifically to not bring up the fact that I'm worth $11 billion, that I'm the richest black man of all time, that I'm a billionaire, that I'm a tycoon, that I'm a visionary. And
dude, it's just like, it's so fucking nuts that he just keeps talking about how rich he is, dude. Like, nobody fucking cares. It's not even true, but it doesn't matter, right? Like, you could point this out as like an owner or whatever, right? But it doesn't even fucking matter, right? Like, he'll just say, like, oh, Jewish media, they lied.
And if I say that, if I say those three things, then they'll say I'm a narcissist, right? But they push you down so much that you got to fight just to say who you are. You know, what I got from the documentary, from the Candace Owens documentary, was I felt like it was a setup. I felt that in the documentary, if you look at it, he told his roommates they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. Well, who is they? I'm going to pose it as a question, as opposed to...
He's just asking questions, man. He's just asking questions. It's just discourse. It's just more discourse, you know? Yeah, just discourse.
You know, giving you some kind of theory that I can't pinpoint. And this idea, these martyrs that we have, it's 14 kids that's dying in Chicago every single day. And they have this Jewish media, black media, trauma culture, trauma economy, the stuff that Charlemagne the God works for, the stuff that Rosenberg works for, the stuff that academics, the guys that academics, you got to understand, all these people that y'all listening to out here, I'm going to tell y'all, they getting their checks cut. You know, and y'all, I need y'all to really respect what I'm doing, the stuff that I'm doing and I'm saying online, and love the fact, look, I got money, I got my songs, I could go off and just go to, you know, Hawaii and live a nice life. That means that God has called me to sacrifice all of that in order to bring the truth. That's what I'm saying. They don't cut my check. You listen to people that's getting their check cut by Jewish media. George Soros, come and meet with me directly. I told you, you ain't gonna send none of these people that you usually send. Charlemagne, we know all the...
Bro, he thinks George Soros knows who fucking Kanye West is. That's just like narcissistic mania right there. He said, George Soros, come after me. Yo, next fear and guest. Yo, Lil Coots, pull up.
Names. Nori is a good guy. Like he said, he called me this morning. He said, maybe politics is a little bit too much for me. Everybody back up off of Nori. This is like he was giving a platform, right? Which no one does. There's no free thought anymore. I give you one last bar before I get on this flight. And in order for us to evolve, we have to walk forward. The left leg moving forward is the idea. The right leg moving forward is the actualization. I like the word actualization better than the execution. We need the idea, we need to be realized. We need the idea, we need to be realized. Right now, the thought police have us crawling. We have stopped evolving. We have to fight.
Ew, he's rapping like a backpack rapper. Oh my God. He sounds like Tom McDonald, dude. That's so bad. Oh no. Oh no. You said bars, I guess? Sag? No, man. What the fuck? Bro, this is straight ass. That was straight doo-doo. It is happening. Conservatism has rotted this man's brain. It's ruining what kind of art he once made. Oh my God, dude. Oh my fucking God. It's so bad.
For free thought, to say how we feel and act upon that. In Jesus' name, amen.